This is an iHeart podcast.
Welcome to Pretty Private with Ebony, the podcast where silence is broken and stories are set free. I'm Ebony, and every Tuesday starting July 1st, I'll be sharing all new anonymous stories that will challenge your perceptions and give you new insight on the people around you. Listen to Pretty Private with Ebony starting Tuesday, July 1st on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know who it is, Brandon Kyle Goodman. But this Pride Month, call me Messy Mother. On my podcast, Tell Me Something Messy, I'm diving into all the juicy stories and sizzling hot tea that'll make you want to live your life liberated and free. Nothing is off the table for our messy kikis. Plus, I'll be joined by star-studded guests like T.S. Madison and dragging messy stories out of guests like the one and only Katya. Ooh, I can't wait to get messy with you. Listen to Tell Me Something Messy on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Show me how good it can get today, God, and show the rest of the world what we already know. It can't get no better than being hella black, hella queer, and hella Christian. My name is Joseph Reeves. I am the creator and host of Hella Black, Hella Queer, Hella Christian, a fully black, fully queer, fully human, fully divine podcast from iHeartMedia. To Hella Black, Hella Queer, Hella Christian on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is coming back to Las Vegas. September 19th and 20th.
On your feet!
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bryan Adams, Ed Sheeran, Fade, Glorilla, Jelly Roll, Sean Fogerty, Lil Wayne, LL Cool J, Mariah Carey, Maroon 5, Sammy Hagar, Tate McRae, The Offspring, Tim McGraw. Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. Get your tickets today. AXS.com.
Sometimes as dads, I think we're too hard on ourselves. We get down on ourselves on not being able to, we're the providers, but we also have to learn to take care of ourselves. Arapaho way, you got to pray for yourself as well as for everybody else, but never forget yourself. Self-love made me a better dad because I realized my worth.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Subject. He said it was a break, not a breakup. Dear Steve and Shirley, I was in a relationship for 7 years with a man that sent mixed signals. I chose to leave the relationship and I don't think that he cares. He told a mutual friend that we broke up a lot and got back together. I thought we were taking breaks, not breaking up. He would tell me that he needed some time to himself and I would give him a week or two to go back to his own home and take care of his personal affairs without me. He told our mutual friend about the times he went on vacation without me and he met lots of beautiful ladies overseas. He told our friend that he considered marrying one of the ladies he met in Colombia, but she didn't want to move to the U.S. When I asked my boyfriend about everything I had heard, he did not deny any of it and said he was relieved that everything was out in the open. He gave me a pep talk about being a sweet and caring woman and how I deserve someone better than him. He apologized for wasting my time and he said he would do better if I decided to stay with him or I could choose myself and leave him for good. I was stunned by his quote, take it or leave it attitude about our relationship. I gave the best years of my life to him and now I'm past the age of having babies. So if I start over with someone new, the man would have to accept the fact that I cannot have children. Part of me wants to make lemonade out of lemons and stay with this man. And another part of me is saying I can do better. But can I really? My single friends say that dating is harder than it's ever been. This man actually considered marrying another woman while we were on a break. So can he be trusted to straighten up and be the man that I need? What should I do here? Well, I got to tell you that this is one of the first letters that I can say right from the start. Leave him. Leave him.
Oh, that ain't the first time you've said that. Newsflash. Just wanted to say that.
First time I've said it this early, okay? Everything you said is true and everything you said is real in this letter. You got to stop trying to make it into something else. It's not. He's never been for you, and he was only with you when it was convenient for him. 7 years in this relationship, you left and he didn't even care. Those weren't mixed signals he was sending you. It was the truth. You just chose to ignore all the red flags. He never once denied anything you accused him of, and he expressed relief that everything is out in the open now. So it should be crystal clear to you, no more mixed signals, now that he definitely doesn't give a darn. He doesn't. He apologized for wasting your time and basically said that you should choose yourself and not him. So stop right there. You cannot make lemons out of this lemonade mess he's given you. You gave him 7 years. That is enough. Now that you know the real, please don't think that you can, that you can't do better. You can do better. And all of this, just leave his trifling butt. Steve?
Well, this letter right here is actually mistitled. Mm-hmm. Because the title of the letter is, he said it was a break, not a breakup. No, you said it was a break. He broke up.
Yeah.
Because it says this all the way through the letter. Now, I want to point out something. You were in this relationship for 7 years with a man that sent mixed signals. For 7 years? How did it take you 7 years of mixed signals before you got the signal? I don't understand, ma'am. Ladies, if you're getting constant mixed signals from a guy, what should that tell you? I mean, he told a mutual friend that we broke up a lot and got back together. I thought we were taking breaks. How many times have I said on this show that men don't do on and off again relationships?
1,000,000 times.
Ladies,
1,000,000.
we do not do on again, off again. You can, but we don't. When you go off and you say we off again, we go get on with somebody else. Men don't need breaks from sex.
It's what
we need breaks from drama. And when we get the break from drama, we go fix the drama with some sex. I don't know how sex is the healer.
You've said it 1,000,000 times. You have.
It's whatever you need. It's the Advil. It's the Tylenol. It's the Dayquil and NyQuil. It's Sudafed. It's ibuprofen. It's everything.
Your favorite penicillin. It's your favorite.
And it's penicillin. They don't even have that no more.
No.
It's all of that. That's what it is. So when you talking about we on again, off again, he off with you so he can be on somewhere else. He would tell me that he needed some time to himself, and I would give him a week or two, go back to his own home and take care of some personal affairs without me. What are you talking about?
Who does that?
He need to leave you at home, go down there and sign the insurance papers. He need to leave you at home, go down there and meet the tax consultant. He told a mutual friend about the times he went on vacation without me and he met lots of beautiful women overseas. He told our friend that he considered married one of these ladies he met in Colombia, but she didn't want to move to the U.S. And then I asked him about everything I heard. He didn't deny any of it and said he was relieved that everything was out in the open. You know why he was relieved that everything was in the open? So you could finally read the mixed signals that he was sending you. He was sending you the mixed signals and you wasn't getting the message. You thought it was Morse code.
Hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour, Steve. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, he said it was a break, not a breakup. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Just like great shoes, great books take you places. Through unforgettable love stories and into conversations with characters you'll never forget.
I think any good romance, it gives me this feeling of like butterflies.
I'm Danielle Robay, and this is Bookmarked by Reese's Book Club, the new podcast from Hello Sunshine and iHeart Podcasts. Every week, I sit down with your favorite book lovers, authors, celebrities, book talkers, and more to explore the stories that shape us, on the page and off. I've been reading every Reese's Book Club pick, deep diving book talk theories, and obsessing over book-to-screen casts for years. And now, I get to talk to the people making the magic. So if you've ever fallen in love with a fictional character, or cried at the last chapter, or passed a book to a friend saying, you have to read this podcast is for you. Listen to Bookmarked by Reese's Book Club on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know who it is, Brandon Kyle Goodman. But this Pride Month, call me Messy Mother. On my podcast, Tell Me Something Messy, I'm diving into all the juicy stories and sizzling hot tea that'll make you want to live your life liberated and free. Nothing is off the table for our messy kikis, be it cringy dates, best sex practices, family drama, or cultivating self-love. Plus, I'll be joined by star-studded guests like T.S. Madison. How can we not judge ourselves?
You just gotta tell yourself, like, girl, how old are you, bitch? And I love me a lot because
you do?
Bitch, I love these motherfucking back rolls. What are they? Back rolls. Back rolls.
And dragging messy stories out of guests like the one and only Katya.
I also got into the habit of wearing butt plugs to the gym.
Tell me about that.
Well, and I also work out with butt plugs in quite a bit because, like,
tell me everything.
Well, it's just first it feels good.
Yes.
And then second, it's like my little secret.
TMI, please tell me more. Every week we'll create a compassionate space to share the fullness of who we are. Ooh, I can't wait to get messy with you. Listen to Tell Me Something Messy on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Show me how good it can get today, God, and show the rest of the world what we already know. It can't get no better than being hella black, hella queer, and hella Christian. My name is Joseph Reeves. I am the creator and host of Hella Black, Hella Queer, Hella Christian, a fully black, fully queer, fully human, fully divine podcast that explores society, culture, and the intersections of faith and identity. Listen to Hella Black, Hella Queer, Hella Christian to hear conversations about what it means to sound the way you look.
I think what I've had to make peace with is that every iteration of my voice is given to me by God, and I love it.
Books that validated our identity.
The library now for me is a safe space as someone who is writing books that they're trying to take off of shelves.
And how we as black queer folks relate to our Christianity. Listen to Hella Black, Hella Queer, Hella Christian on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The American West with Dan Flores is the latest show from the Meat Eater Podcast Network, hosted by me, writer and historian Dan Flores, and brought to you by Velvet Buck. This podcast looks at a West available nowhere else. Each episode, I'll be diving into some of the lesser-known histories of the West. I'll then be joined in conversation by guests such as Western historian Dr. Randall Williams and best-selling author and Meat Eater founder Stephen Ranella.
I'll correct my kids now and then where they'll say when cave people were here. And I'll say, it seems like the Ice Age people that were here didn't have a real affinity for caves. You know?
So join me starting Tuesday, May 6th, where we'll delve into stories of the West and come to understand how it helps inform the ways in which we experience the region today.
Listen to The American West with Dan Flores on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I think everything that might have dropped in 95 has been labeled the golden years of hip-hop.
It's Black Music Month, and We Need to Talk is tapping in. I'm Nyla Simone, breaking down lyrics, amplifying voices, and digging into the culture that shaped the soundtrack of our lives.
My favorite line on there was, my son and my daughter going to be proud when they hear my old tapes.
Yep.
Now, I'm curious, do they, rap along now?
Yeah, because I bring him on tour with me, and he's getting older now, too. So his friends are starting to understand what that type of music is, and they're starting to be like, yo, your dad's, really the GOAT. He's a legend, so he gets it.
What does it mean to leave behind a music legacy for your family?
It means a lot to me, just having a good catalog and just being able to make people feel good. Like, that's what's really important, and that's what stands out, is that our music changes people's lives for the better. So the fact that my kids get to benefit off of that, I'm really happy. Or my family in general.
Let's talk about the music that moves us. To hear this and more on how music and culture collide, listen to We Need to Talk from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, he said it was a break, not a breakup.
He said it was a break and not a breakup is the wrong title of this letter, because he told you thought it was a break. But for him, it was on again, off again. And I've told y'all, men don't do on again, off again. We off with you, but we get off with you and go on with somebody else because we need somebody else to heal us. The healing power of ibuprofen, the healing power of NyQuil, Dayquil, Advil PM, Sudafed. And like Shirley said, my favorite, penicillin. Ain't nothing like it. Because when I was growing up, penicillin could fix anything. It don't do nothing no more. Nothing. They got stuff now you can't even do. You ain't hear everybody. The whole COVID thing, nobody said nothing about no penicillin. I was looking for it. So why don't you just break out the penicillin? Because it works for everything else.
Everything else.
Yeah, we got COVID. Why ain't nobody drinking castor oil? What the hell going on? Because it done elevated. Now, he done told your mutual friends while he was off and you thought he needed time to go back to his hometown and get some business taken care of. He don't need no time to go take care of no business. We got emails. You can do everything over the phone now. You DocuSign and all this here. Then he told about the time he went on vacation without me and met lots of beautiful women overseas. He told our friend he considered married one of the ladies he met in Colombia, but she didn't want to move to the U.S. Colombia got some beautiful women, but let me highly recommend that you don't get no woman from Colombia. I can't go to Colombia because I never set foot in Colombia again. Cause after I said the wrong name, they've been looking for me ever since. So clearly, I don't care how beautiful you are. We're not going to be in Colombia. Let's just stop this right here. Don't let that beauty fool you down there. It's extravagant beauty, but don't go down there. And please, if you go down there, don't mention my name.
Don't tell
That's
them
all
they
I'm
know
saying.
you.
When I asked my boyfriend about everything I heard, he didn't deny any of it. And he said he was relieved that everything was in the open. You know why he was relieved? Because you are finally getting the message he was sending to you with the mixed signals. Right. Ladies, mixed signals are what we give to you as hints. Mixed signals is what we give to you as hints.
That part.
Because one day we'll be able to say, I told you.
Yeah.
Or I never told you. If he's never told you he wants to get married to you, if he said to you, I'd like to one day get married, but he don't say to you, that's a mixed signal.
Mixed signal. Okay, got it. Makes sense.
If he said to you, I want to fall in love with someone, but he ain't never told you he in love with you, that's a hint. So all through this thing, he been dropping my hint. Then he apologized. Then he said, he gave me a pep talk about being sweet and caring woman and how I deserve somebody better than him. And he apologized for wasting my time. He said he would do better if I decided to stay with him, or I could choose myself and leave him for good. Another mixed signal line. Guess what he said? He said that he would do better, but see, better than what? See, when the man say, I'll do better what? No, you either gonna straighten up and do right. Don't give me this, I'm gonna do better. You gonna change how? You don't need to do better. You need a change. he never gave you that. He said, if you decided to stay with him or choose myself and leave him for good. Another mixed signal. I can do what you or out you do. I was stunned by his take it or leave it attitude about our relationship. I gave him the best years of my life to him, and now I'm past the age of having babies. So if I started with somebody new, the man would have to accept that I cannot have children. Okay. Okay.
What, Steve?
So that can't be your problem.
Right.
See, now you're creating a scenario in your head to justify staying with him. Because if I get with somebody else and I'm with you can't have kids with him. So what difference do it make? You're not finna have no more kids. Part of me wants to make lemonade out of lemons.
What?
How? Shirley said it best. How? And stay with this man, and another part of me is saying, I can do better. Okay, but can I really? Well, let me ask you a question. Can I really? What? You don't think this is worse?
For 7 years?
Can I do better than this worst mixed signal, go nowhere relationship I'm in? Can I do better? But can I really? My single friends say that the dating is harder than it's ever been. Yeah, it might be. That's true. This man actually considered marrying another woman while we were on break. So can he be trusted to straighten up and be the man that I need? What should I do here? He gonna find somebody else too. Cause when he says I'm gonna do better, you know what? He might be telling you I'm gonna do better at cheating.
All right.
Next time I cheat, I'm not gonna tell no mutual friends, and then they'll never tell you, and then we'll keep these mixed signals going. Girl, leave him. What's the matter with you?
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we'll have Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is an iHeart podcast.